Hey everybody, so I'm back with another American Girl type of video. I will be putting the dolls in the sets today so that later when I film the stop motion, everything will be in order. Usually on days like today, I leave aside the dolls that are not posable, like the Bitty Babies, Wally Wisher, and mini dolls. They're good for like some videos, like outfits and stuff, but when it comes to stop motions, they can't stand without a stand, so I try not to use them. But other than that, these are the shelves I keep them in, which is exactly why I do not want to get more dolls. It's not that I can't come across them, because I've honestly passed by a few dolls already. It's literally whatever fits here, and that's how it'll always be. So yeah, there's their clothes, but I don't need to change them today because they are wearing their Halloween costumes, and luckily I do not have to go through all that. And I usually just sit back and watch stop motions, especially like Halloween stop motions. This time of year is lots of fun. So let's go see what they're doing. I literally 5 minutes ago took them out of the shelves and I put them here in the set. I have here two sets. I have built an indoor Halloween party room for the dolls because they will be having a Halloween party. And then I have here an outdoor set where they're going to be trick-or-treating. So I guess I will get into further detail because I never really do a behind the scenes, so it'd be fun to do one. Okay, to start things off, the other day I built this wall for them. I had extra tablecloth from when I draped my doors like that, and it actually happened to be the exact size. So this way it separates the party room versus the trick-or-treating set. So it goes through here. I had to put a stand here to secure it. This door is actually the door that leads into the backyard. So they go through this door and come out through here. And it may not look like it, but while you're filming, that's basically what it will look like. So they enter that door and they end up here. So I guess I'll do outside first. So the floor is actually just brown because it could look like a dirt road. I used to do a gray road, but that took forever to paint and build, and in the end it looked like a street. And then I figured maybe the dolls shouldn't be walking across the street by themselves, so I figured just a dirt road was fine. And the white sheets of paper are there to look like sidewalk. And I also added some leaves scattered everywhere here and there, to look like they fell from the sky, of course, not the sky, sorry, the trees. The trees shed the leaves. So this would be the entrance to their house. This is a Blair Wilson party decor, but I decorated it to look like autumn. And then they have some trick-or-treating candy here. That candy is not, well, I mean, it was edible years ago, but I actually don't use it to eat. I only use it for props to make it look like Halloween trick-or-treating candy. And I just decorated it like pretty autumn, sort of fall sort of thing. And yeah, so there's that. And then that leads into the inside of the house. As for lighting, this is actually a studio cellar, which means it's actually colder in here. So in the winter time when it's like 40 below, I really don't like coming in here because it's so cold. But other than that, it's still pretty good and spacious. It's not big enough to be like a room, but it's definitely half of a room. So, and there's this light that I had to replace like a few months ago, and then I have a studio light there. For the sake of the party lights, I put some string lights there and here. Other lights that I can add is this spotlight and this actually campfire set, which comes with American Girl. And it actually makes an outdoor sound, which is actually pretty good. As far as the back wall over here, I actually had gone to Dollarama a few weeks ago, and I did a haul where I purchased like this Halloween wall sticker thing. It's literally a sticker divided into four, so like 1, 2, 3, 4 strips, and you stick it onto the wall in order, and it happened to be the exact same size as the wall, so I was like, wow, it looks so perfect. It literally looks like they're in an alleyway, and then as the buildings separate, you see this like haunted house. And by the way, I plan on leaving that house up all the way like forever. Like, I am not taking this house down, not because that it was difficult to put, but because it honestly can be throughout the summer too. It kind of like, it's so dark that you can't really tell what season it is. It literally just looks like a house with the lights on, so that's great. And then I wanted to make it a bit scarier, so I added these little like gravestones that I made out of black cardstock and some chalk. And I already had some. Let me just turn the light on. There we go. Oh, wow. Now you can see that way better. um, yeah, so I made that out of cardstock, and I also added some fake grass. This fake grass and fake leaves I've already had, and twigs and things. It's mainly fake to look like an outdoor set. You could buy those at the dollar store during the springtime. I've had that for years. And then I have a fence here that they can open and go through. So they're going to be filming something scary in the graveyard too. And if you have watched my own videos, my TikTok completions, you know I did Pumpkin Girl, where I'm wearing my pumpkin head, and that's my pumpkin head, and that was the one I made for the dolls. But actually, I really like leaving it here because it looks really scary and like a ginormous actual pumpkin for them. And I'm going to try my best to save that throughout the year, along with my other Halloween decorations. I don't want to break it, but because it took forever for me to make, I don't want to throw it out. I'm going to see if I can preserve it till even like next Halloween. I found some hay and like dried up looking hay with my scarecrow. I tried to make this scarecrow scary. So I put one here and then I put another one there. Yeah, so they're basically just to make it look a bit creepy and outdoors. And if you're wondering about the walls, it was purple before, but I did a sponge technique where I just got like a kitchen sponge and I dipped it in sort of like a gray color, and I did sponge everywhere. It took forever for me to do, but I like how it came out because it'll always look like an outdoor set, or even an indoor too. Some indoors have bricks too. Okay, so then here I did a window, which is basically a blue piece of cardstock with a white frame around it. And this window is supposed to be like from their house. So I put like little brown things to look like it's been boarded up. And then I also added some black cobwebs, a string of lights. There's an outlet here, which is why I was able to plug it in. Some little ghosts I had made. Bats, stringed bats, another window, basically just to make it look like they're trick-or-treating outside. And as for giving them the trick-or-treating baskets, I had 8 of them, 4 of the jack-o'-lantern, which is that one, or then the skeleton trick-or-treating baskets. So yeah, they each got one. I really just did it like randomly, whichever one will look cute, and they look really nice in their hand like that. As far as choosing what doll, oh wait, I forgot the doors. Yeah, these doors I had done a video before where I just got some Bristol board at the dollar store. I chose like 4 different colors, and then I just cut them up and made some door handles and stapled half of it, like a bit. I creased it and stapled a bit of it to make it look like it can open and close. And in the stop motion, they do get to stand. They basically just stand back here, and I take a picture, and then they step out, and it looks like they're walking in and out of the door. So that's basically how you film doors. Yeah, so I chose the dolls according to like what shoes their costume had. Not because they couldn't be outside wearing those shoes, but just because it'll be easy for them to stand. Like, for example, so now getting into the indoor set, they're both wearing slippers that match their Halloween costume. So for the sake of standing, I'm gonna let them sit down, and I'm gonna let the dolls with the like sturdier shoes stand, because that's easier for stop motion. Standing is very necessary. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and this is how I get into sets. I honestly just like climb over. Okay, as far as decorating, I just chose 2 ribbons, and I did this like thing all around it. I also added some black cobwebs, little decors here and there, not too much because I don't want it to be too like overpowering in the set. I literally just want to focus on the dolls. So here's a sink that they use. I thought I'd put a little pumpkin skeleton there. And then I tried to consider things the dolls would need for their party set. So behind Tenny over here, there's a tray of cutlery. Definitely the dolls, if they're going to be having a party, they're going to need forks, spoons to eat. A stack of plates. Another stack of like spatulas and knives so that they could go ahead and eat the party snacks. And they're not holding anything because for now I'm gonna like leave them here, but later when the day I'm filming, I just get some clear elastics that I already use, and I'm just gonna like I'm gonna make it seem like they're choosing what they feel like eating, and they'll be holding it, but for now they're not gonna hold it because the elastics I really only use the day of. And I added some rug on the floor. I added little things like green food coloring to make it look like Halloween, or I don't know, like little tiny details that people will notice in a stop motion. So as far as their TV, I tried to make a Halloween screen, so it does light up. I just got like a thing of stickers and I cut it and I slid it right through just because it looks like they're like watching cartoons or something. So yeah, and then I also did a little more pumpkins. I made them a pretend Ouija board, so in the stop motion they're gonna be playing the Ouija board while they're sitting down. Should be funny. This string of lights has to connect through here, so I stapled it here a few times and brought it over here. I don't even know if they can fit under it, but for the sake of filming, it should be okay. And yeah, for now they're just gonna stand here. The doll snack table, I also try to choose foods that would have Halloween things to it. So I got these foam stickers I bought on Amazon, and I stuck them to the snacks to make it look like scary popcorn or scary donuts, things like that. Or else it just looks like ordinary snacks, and since it's a Halloween party, it will look better that way. As far as pets, puppies and kittens, I don't like really use them right now, only because they're actually stored away. And for the sake of keeping it only Halloween, I'm gonna avoid putting the pets. Okay, everybody, that is what I have been doing so far behind the scenes. And since we're still gonna go through Thanksgiving, like this next weekend, after Thanksgiving, I can go ahead and continue filming, because that is actually one of the best parts about American Girl, for me at least, is that I have so much fun building these sets and dressing the dolls, but then the day comes where I have to film a stop motion, and at least I know it's all ready and prepared, and that's important. Okay, everybody, I guess I'll see you next time.